Hello everyone, and thank you for watching this video. I'm a member of this year's Skynet Developer Summit program. My name is Naomi. I'm a front-end developer, and like many people, I like playing video games. My favorite license is The Legend of Zelda, and my favorite game ever is The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. And like many people that play video games, I complain about the video game industry and various distribution platforms. By distribution platforms, I'm talking about Steam, Nintendo eShop, or Epic Game Store, stuff like that. Why do we complain about this? Why will you hear complain about this? That's because the video game industry has problems, and on top of that, distribution platforms are also broken. Some arguments to back up this. One of them is censorship. Due to geopolitical decisions and tensions, game creators often have to cut what's in the game to be able to distribute the game in a specific country. There's also the problem of ownership. So, as a game creator, can we say that you really own your game once you've distributed it on a platform? Because that platform has the ultimate say in whether or not your game is going to continue to be on that platform. This is what happened, for instance, for the game Dying Light, which was banned from Nintendo's European eShop. And same thing, but for gamers, this time the question of ownership is, do we really own our game when we buy them from a platform like Steam? Because again, games can be taken off the platform, and you can also be banned from accessing your account. So that means that all of those games that you've bought, if one day the platform decides that they don't like your profile picture or whatever, or that you come from a country that shouldn't use the platform, they're going to ban your account and you won't be able to access all those games that you've paid for. There's also the question of fees. A lot of distribution platforms take sometimes a very big percentage of each sales. And you also have to add to this the fee of payment processors. And talking about payment processors, there's also the problem that their terms and conditions apply to the distribution platform as well as any third-party utility used by the distribution platform. So, for example, if one day MasterCard is like, you know what, people shouldn't be able to buy a video game using MasterCard, that means that you won't be able to buy a game with your MasterCard and you won't be able to receive any payment as a game creator. So that's quite a big issue. And all those problems, you could think, oh, but that's only for gamers and games with a wide audience. But no, you also have a problem with if you're creating a fan game. Like a big name of the industry could decide that no, stop working on this, or we're going to sue you. Nintendo is very, very popular for doing this, or I should say, famous. And that's quite a shame because when you think about it, the video game industry, its creativity comes mainly these last years from the community, from mods, from fan games creator. So yeah, it's an industry that has problems. And on top of that, the platforms that we use to sell the games are also broken. So that's why I wanted to use the opportunity of being a member of the developer program to try to tackle this problem down. And that's how I got the idea to create Gashapon. So Gashapon is a censorship-resistant distribution platform and an online community for gamers and independent creators. So basically, it's like Steam and itch.io, but more decentralized. Like it's an alternative to Steam and itch.io. In technical terms, what does it offer? It has three different aspects: the social network aspect, which has everything that has to do with content monetization, profile management, monetization of your profile, that kind of stuff. The back office aspect, which is managing your games, managing your game offers, managing your game files, your game updates. and also the more end user aspect, the front office aspect. So being able to browse through the published games, purchasing a game, and downloading the files related to the games that you've bought. So Gashapon is this, but how do I build this? So Gashapon is relying on three different tools. First one is Lens Protocol. A Lens Protocol is a composable and decentralized social graph. So basically, Lens Protocol is taking care of everything that has to do with account, profiles, publications, and monetization. The second tool I rely on is obviously the Skynet JS SDK. I use Skynet as data storage solution. And why Skynet and not IPFS or Arweave? That's because Skynet is a permanent storage solution, and it also enable us to create mutable data. So that's why I didn't use any other solution. And last but not least, there's also lit protocol, which I would like to use to have a decentralized access control. So that means being able to grant access or not to certain content, certain files, depending on certain conditions. So for example, someone that didn't buy a game shouldn't be able to access the game files. So that's what lit protocol can be used for. Okay, so enough talk, and now let's have a short demo of what Gashapon is. So first of all, let's explore the different games. So these are the latest games that have been published. Let's take a look. So as you can see some content about the game. You can see that you're able to purchase a game. Let's try to connect to see if I can buy anything. I have to first verify my account. As you can see here, I could buy it for 5 DAI, 5 USDC, and if I would follow the person that created this game, I could purchase it for free. Now let's take a look at another game. Oh, I can purchase this one for free. Let's do that. So here I'm collecting a publication using Lens Protocol. Okay, now let's wait for the transaction to be successful. It might take a bit of time. And that's it. I just purchased a game. So I still have to build the part of the app where you can see all the games that you've bought. But yeah, anyway, now let's go to the dashboard. Here you can see all the games that I've created with this specific account. So if I would go here and click on edit, I can see all the content of that game. If I go back, I see all the offers created for this game. I could unindex one. Let's unindex this. Okay. I would probably need to hard refresh to see the changes here. And you can see I've unindexed the 5 DAI offer. And if I visit the page of this game again, it's gone. So let's create a new offer. We're gonna create an unlimited amount of copies, only that will be free. And you can see here the referral fee. So if I would set a price tag for this offer, at any time that one of the people who bought this would sell it, I could get a percentage if I decided to charge a referral fee. And all the funds, I could decide that they go to a different address. This is the default address. Okay, let's create the offer. Again, it's gonna create a publication on Lens Protocol. So first I upload the Game Pass data to Skynet, and this will be then created as a publication on Lens. Lens is going to look up the file on Skynet to know what's inside, and now it just needs to be indexed. It's taking a bit of time, but okay, let's go back to the game page. I should now see, yeah, the third offer that I can collect for free. Okay, now let's create another game for the sake of the demo. Cool demo game. Let's add a thumbnail. Let's define, it's going to be a fan game by some basement person. It's going to be a complete game, point and click, action and battle royale, available on browser and Windows with multiplayer and single player. Don't play it alone. Don't play it after midnight. This is a very cool game. And for the description, I'm just going to go ahead and copy what's here. Okay, copy and paste. Okay. For the sake of the demo, I'm going to skip the whole system requirements here. Let's add just a banner and a few screenshots, and we will be good to go. Okay, and let's index our game. So again, it's going to upload all of the different files to Skynet. So first the thumbnail, then the banner, then the various screenshots that we've attached. And once all of this will be uploaded, now we're going to upload a JSON file containing all the data of our game. And now I need to create the publication on Lens. So I send them various messages in the wallet to create the publication. And then I just wait for it to be successful and for the changes to be indexed on Lens. So it's going to take a few seconds probably. All right, so now if I go back to exploring the latest games, how did I call it? Cool demo game. Yeah, it's here. Nice. So I think I'll need to hard refresh though to see it in my my dashboard. Oh, cool demo game is here. Nice. And I could, as you saw earlier, like creating a new offer or Game Pass. But yeah, let's delete it, unindex the game. I think I will again need to hard refresh in a way. Yeah, I need to hard refresh this. Okay, let's try again. And yeah, have you seen, as you've seen, the game has been unindexed. Okay, so this is what Gashapon is, very briefly. So a feedback about building on top of Skynet and Lens as a front-end developer. So my experience with Skynet has been overall very positive. You don't really need to configure anything. You don't need to think about infrastructure. Plus, it's framework agnostic, which is a big plus since a lot of library, especially Web3 library, when it comes to UI or user-facing interactions, have been built with mainly React in mind, which in my opinion is not really the way to go. So the fact that Skynet is framework agnostic is very positive. It's also the community has been very helpful. I still need to figure out how to implement data mutability, but when I had this issue, I've reached out on the Discord, and everyone has been very helpful, getting on call with me to try to help me out. So very, very positive experience. Now regarding Lens protocol, it is extremely well documented. I have to give that to Lens protocol. It is framework agnostic, but the docs and the example are all written with Apple GraphQL. There is a mention that you can use URQL, but there's no example. So a few things change between the two. So this might be a bit problematic if you're not familiar with the GraphQL tools. I also had some gotcha moments that had me diving in Lens Discord to get help. But the Lens protocol community in developers are very active and very helpful. Also, something to keep in mind if you want to build with Lens, it's that it's still evolving. Like they just released a new version of publication a few days ago. So I had to change a few things around in my code base because it added a very helpful feature. So it's still evolving. You can use Skynet and Lens together. It works really well, and I would recommend it. And I would use them together again. I think it's a winning combination, and I think more people should know about Skynet. It's really cool. So, what's next for Gashapon? Well, I still have many features left to build, like publishing content as a user, publishing updates for games, encrypting the location of the game files. So, and I only have a few hours here and there during the week, so I hope I could have the complete MVP finished by December. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you find the concept of Gashapon interesting. If you're interested by learning more or diving in the code base, everything is available on my GitHub. Don't hesitate to follow it or give it a star if you want to. I would like to give a huge thank you to Skynet for giving me the opportunity to participate to the summer program. Really appreciated it, even if I'm not going to be able to finish Gashapon on time. I intend on finishing it. So again, a huge thank you to Skynet Labs. Again, thank you for watching this video, and bye-bye.